We're here with our old friend, Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. Now, Richard, you just told me something very important that you wanted me to say, but I don't remember what it was, so can you say it for me? It was something about numbers and percentages and things that I don't understand.
This is the best way for loan officers to keep the majority of the revenue that they earn every year, just like a real estate agent.
Got it.
You know, real estate agents pay what we call a cap in industry. Normally, it's around $16,000 to $20,000, and then after they pay in their commission to reach that for the company, they keep 100% of it. So we're going to do the same thing at Richard Toccato Companies. You as a loan officer are going to pay us a cap of $16,000, and everything else you keep, everything else you earn is yours. So real quick, an example: if you make $200,000 in a year, I'm going to take $16,000 of it, and then you're going to keep $184,000. The traditional model that loan officers work on now, they do $200,000 in revenue, and they keep about $80,000 or $100,000.
Really?
So this is going to change the game. We're going to do what other real estate firms have been doing for years, but we're doing it on the mortgage broker side.
And this is something that's not being done anywhere. It's totally different.
Totally different, not being done anywhere else. We're also going to have revenue share. So if you bring loan officers to us, you're going to make money off. You're going to make money from a downline, just like EXP or Keller Williams.
Wow.
So it's you got to check it out. Just go to workwithrichard.info. It's simple. Workwithrichard.info. See if it's for you. Give me a call. Let's have a conversation.
Okay, you want me to try to say it?
Yeah, you say it.
Check it out. Workwithrichard.info.
Hi, I'm Thomas Davis, and let me tell you why I'm a proud member of Team Neogenics.
If your nagging pain is keeping you from being active, do something about it. Join the long list of pros and average Joes who have found relief with our stem cell and regenerative therapies.
After trying all the others, I decided to try Neogenics. My knees and shoulders haven't felt this good since my college days. If you want to get back in the game, do what I did. Visit Neogenics, where all you have to lose is pain.
Our nation's second president, John Adams, always slept on the left side of the bed. He believed this would increase his chances of having positive dreams and a more successful next day. That's why every mattress we sell here at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress includes a left side.
And for those that prefer waking up on the right side of the bed, our mattresses come with one of those too.
This President's Day, you can save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic sets. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. Uncensored, unedited, and almost uninterrupted. Get ready for the most extra podcast known to man. The Ace and TJ Show presents the Extra Funny Podcast.
Well, you know, when we were the ones breaking that story the other day about Wendy's and their dynamic pricing thing, and then they came out and said, oh, no, that's not right. It's, whatever. They say that not Wendy's, but People is saying that Wendy's is still trying to make up for that whole big thing. So they're offering $1 cheeseburgers all month for March Madness.
Really? Okay.
$1 cheeseburgers. That's a good deal. Because what are they now in the Biden economy? Like $14 for a small cheeseburger at Wendy's, like a bacon junior, something like that. That's a good deal.
I think they're like $3 probably.
Now, let me ask y'all something. How frustrating would it be if you were friends with somebody that was not just super famous, but was beloved in U.S. America? And you're so close to that person that person paid for you to go to college.
Wow. Okay.
But you couldn't tell anybody, not even to tell people what a wonderful person this is. You couldn't tell anybody that you had a relationship with this famous person. Would it bother you?
Not at all. No.
Even if somebody was trashing him around you or something, or trashing her, and you couldn't take up for him, go, I know, because I'm friendly. Let me tell you what she did. She paid for my college.
Yeah, that'd be real hard to do, but you have to kind of honor the relationship.
Yeah. Would it be frustrating for you, Rob? Not to be able to tell people you were that close with a celebrity that everybody loves?
No, I'd be fine.
No. Well, the reason I say that is because I just found out that Mark Twain and Helen Keller were friends, and he paid for her college.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mark Twain, Helen Keller?
Mm-hmm. Really? But I guess she wouldn't, she wouldn't know if people were trashing him in order to, want to.
Right, it'd be a tough one.
And she wasn't forbidden from telling everybody. She just, physically couldn't.
Not the easiest thing in the world.
She was a teenager, and he was an already famous author in his 50s when they met and struck up a friendship.
Well,
Isn't that cool?
Today, people would think that's creepy.
Mm-hmm. Sure would.
Today, people would say he had ulterior motives.
Right. He was grooming her.
Right. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, I heard a funny Da Vinci and Michelangelo, like the two greatest artists ever.
They're not the same person.
No, they're not. And they lived at the same time, and they hated each other. They each thought each other was a dick.
They're probably very competitive with each other.
But I'm sure they both were.
You think?
Yeah, if you're a great artist like that, you're probably so weird and it didn't, you know.
Do you think anybody ever stood back and goes, "Hey guys, it's both of you"?
That's what I'm saying.
Did anybody ever point out to him?
Assholes.
Well, I mean, he is, but so are you.
Yeah.
And it'd be funny if that person telling them that was Whistler. From Whistler's mother. That
Oh, yeah.
So which one of them did Mona Lisa?
Da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
Okay. He did her good, too, I heard.
Did Da Vinci do Mona Lisa?
Da Vinci was the Mona Lisa, right? Leonardo da Vinci.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Michelangelo was like the sculptor.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
The
Sistine
cathedrals and
Chapel.
all that stuff. Yeah.
Really good Ninja Turtles.
Right.
And
It was, Da Vinci did
but-
Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
I love that when two famous
did her
people are
up
like
good.
together and they hate each other.
But you're right. And typically, it's because both of them are jerks.
Yeah, and then that one would make fun of the other one for cutting off his ear. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of the
And
new.
then ringing that bell so his dog would come eat every time. That was another one. You just all hated each other.
That's one of the new things that I've seen a lot on is it on TikTok or on Reels? It's like this filter turns your photo into a Da Vinci or into is it Da Vinci or Van Gogh? Into a Van Gogh maybe. And supposedly it makes sure it does take your picture and make it look like it's a Van Gogh painting.
Really?
Like, oh, okay. What am I gonna do with that?
Yeah. No chick is gonna see that. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Is that a real Van Gogh?
I gotta sleep with you.
Is that really a Van Gogh of you holding up a fish?
Vincent?
There's an event that it's an annual thing that's happening in Pittsburgh, aka Pittsburgh, Sunday, April 28th. And the reason it's on a Sunday, I'm guessing, is because the place of business where this event is happening has to be closed to the public. And this place is not going to close on a Saturday.
Right.
It's a bowling alley. It's the Balls Out Bowling, they call it. Pittsburgh area, quote unquote, naturalists, in other words, nudist freaks, are hosting another Balls Out bowling event where you can bowl in the nude.
Balls out. Bowling.
As if bowling shoes
Yeah.
don't look bad enough. Now
Right.
you're going to be bowling in just socks and bowling shoes and nude.
And I love how they put all of these rules out there. Nudity is required with the exception that women can wear bottoms. Also, sexual activity is not permitted. Those running the event say nudism does not equal consent and harassment will not be taken lightly. Violators will be asked to leave. This is not sexual. Shut the hell up. It is sexual. You can't determine what's sexual in somebody's thing. And I always think that the organizers of these things are doing it because they're just perverts. Like those people we were talking about in the regular old show today, the ones that are doing the yoga naked in Montana. In Montana, can you imagine such a thing? Sometimes the perversion is what you get out of something happening, like being naked in public and other people looking at you could be your perversion. That's what makes you turned on, is the fact that other people are having to look at you. I'm being seen. I'm fat, but I'm doing naked yoga, but everybody's looking at me and that turns me on. That could easily be taken out of context, Rob, what I just said.
yes.
So let's
Save that. Save that.
But can you imagine going into a bowling alley
And everybody's naked.
and everybody in there? First of all, it's Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
so you don't necessarily think of Pittsburgh as being the place, just like a hotbed of beautiful people. You don't put it up there with Miami.
There's a lot of
You just go in there and it's a bunch of Pennsylvania, modern day Pennsylvania Dutch people.
There's a lot of bending and flexing
Yeah.
involved in bowling.
Right. And you know if you're going to that you're going, you're not just serious about bowling. So you got to be going just to be cutting up and having a party, which is a naked party.
Well, but you don't think that some of these people really are into the freedom, so to speak, of the nudism like they say they are, and that they don't just genuinely enjoy bowling? You think they're only going because they're some kind of freak?
Yes.
And it's always sexual with every nudist?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I used to not believe that, but I do now, Brother Ace. The older I've gotten, the more that I see of people,
that if you
especially in 2024, that everybody's sexual fetish has to be put on display. And yeah, I think they're into it for the sex.
Even
part
old people who are nudists,
Yeah.
they're still in it for the sex?
Right, because you can't tell me they don't go to these events, and even if they're not doing anything with the other nude people, but when they get home, they're ready to go. Now, why is that? Because they're turned on from being around a bunch of naked people. And let's say you go with your spouse. Say it's your wife.
Yeah.
And you're there and you're seeing her being naked. Is that not supposed to turn you on? Because there's no sexual context of any of this stuff. Are you supposed to look at your wife differently if she's naked in front of the group of people?
Yeah, I agree. There's no way. There's no way.
What a
Now,
dilemma.
Because I'm looking at it from an aspect of, all right, most people, though, will say, I could see where that wouldn't be sexual. And they're judging strictly by looks. Because 9 out of 10 of them, would not look great
right
to, regular people. And I think that's why they have to run around being naked, getting that kind of attention. Because they feel they can't get it in a normal situation. So they have to kind of force everybody to look at them.
But in a bowling alley.
I know, and that's what I mean. When they do,
like,
if
what?
they're out to what we used to call colonies or whatever, nudist colonies or the camps or whatnot, okay, that even adds a little bit of credit to the not sexual aspect of it.
Yeah.
But once you're just throwing a naked party, let's go have fun in shut down the bowling alley and rent it out and have a party in the city.
Yeah.
Then that takes it to another level, I think.
It just seems weird. You're standing around waiting for your turn to bowl, drinking a beer, eating a slice of pizza, just standing there by the scores table with everything.
And sitting on those plastic
all your
seats.
junk out. It's like, who's up?
Yeah.
Hey, Bobby, your turn.
And why-
Okay. And everybody's just standing around naked bowling.
And why are they allowing women to wear bottoms?
I don't know.
Because it's not supposed to be sexual. It's
Right.
just natural and beautiful, and just we don't even think about it. Well, then why are women allowed to wear bottoms?
It is beautiful, all right.
And then why aren't men allowed to wear bottoms? It's because somebody gets turned on by seeing them floppy balls sliding down that approach lane, the approach part of the bowling lane,
Ain't nothing
and then
harder
giving that
than
little. Giving that little kick to the side on your follow through.
That's right.
They want to see them balls.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Did you hear that slapping my leg?
I'm jostling these just for
Yeah,
you, baby.
and they'll be clowning, like straddling that little air blower thing.
I was just about to say that.
There's gonna be all kinds of crap like that. You know it will be. Because the way that article reads is that it's like anybody can attend. You just have to be naked. So that means that if I'm driving along, God forbid I find myself in Pittsburgh someday, and I'm like, hey, what am I going to do? I got a little time between meetings. Oh wait, they're having the balls out bowling thing today. I'm gonna strip down and go to that just see what it's about.
So how would that work? Because you can't be naked while you drive there. You can't walk through the
I guess
parking
you
lot
just
naked. You have to walk in the door. Then as soon as you clear the door, you just got to be stripped down right here. While I'm getting my shoes, I'm going to strip my clothes off.
Maybe you wear a robe, which would only qualify you of all of us, Ace, to be able to go if you got a robe.
Fair enough.
None of us has a robe.
Yeah.
But I would think that would be the thing. You got a robe check.
Yeah.
Like a coat check. You'd have get a ticket.
again,
Where are you
maybe-
gonna keep the ticket, the claim check though?
Maybe you go in and they when you get your shoes, they're like, hey, here are your shoes, and you go, well, here are my clothes, and they put your clothes in the bin for your shoes. That way
Yeah.
you match them back up or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just trashy.
It's people being free.
Yeah,
They
I
just
mean, and
being
they're
free,
free
brother.
to be trashy. Just don't act like you're not something.
Free and
that you are.
non-sexual at all times.
Right. That's like those gyms that say, this is a judgment-free zone. Well, you can't make that happen. I don't care how hard you try. Yeah. People is judging.
Everybody's judging.
Like, you letting women be members? Well, there you go. They're going to be judging as soon as they walk in.
Yeah.
They're going to be judging the first person that greets them. Oh, she gave me a go to hell look. You see that? Yeah. I mean, come on.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities. And we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston.
If you're so frustrated because you're having to run around all the time, you're so busy, you feel like you're not getting your family something great to eat, then you need Culver's. It's the perfect thing for you. Always made to order, fresh, hot ingredients all day, every day.
And not only do they have the freshest ingredients all day, every day, but they are a part of the community. They're proud to be a part of the Indian Trail community, where they're under new ownership. Belmont, University area, Salisbury. Make them a part of your daily routine. Make it your new neighborhood spot. Short waits for the freshest food in town. Get details at acetj.com/Culver's.